there, I'm Mike, and what I have for you today is August Zanini Box. I keep getting Zanini boxes. I don't pay for them; they get sent to me for free, and I really like them. They're one of the boxes I actually look forward to the most every month. I've recently done 3 in a row, but that's because I've been so far behind. So that's everything in the box. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. So let's go ahead. Let's just get started here. Actually, before I get started here, I'm gonna take all these out. While I'm doing this, I suppose I could just talk about the Zanini Box real quick. If pins and cards aren't your thing, then Zanini Box is probably not going to be your thing. If you're watching this anyway despite that, thank you. It means a lot to me that you're doing that. It started off as pins, it evolved into cards, and then they started turning their pins into magnets. So if you want any of those down the downstairs area, there is a website you can go to order in almost any combination you want. Just cards, just pins, cards and pins. Cards, pins, and magnets, whatever you want, you can order them, and then you can use my name, mikekaess, and get 10% off your first order. But let's start with my favorite now, and that's the cards. When you order cards, you get 9 cards and a binder sheet to put in a binder for you. The top 3 are comics, then we got movies and TV shows, and we got video games down the bottom. Let's start with the comics. First, this is X-Men, Uncanny X-Men number 4, published by Marvel Comics on March 1st, 1964, written by Stan Lee, covered by Jack Kirby. And I know that because it says it all right on the back. So you don't have to know everything about it, but we do have this nice Brotherhood of Evil Mutants on here. I recognize Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, and I think that's Toad, but I'm not entirely sure who the cloaked person in the upper left is. I don't know who that is. So if you know, you can tell me, but I definitely don't. The cards, I want to say the cards are a nice thick cardboard. They're not this thin cardboard that cards have been coming out on. Next, we've got Captain America number 4, published by Marvel again on June 1st, 1941, written by Jack Kirby, Stan Lee, and Joe Simon. The cover art here is by Charles Nicholas Wojciechowski, I don't know, Al Gabriel, and Joe Simon. 3 people made one picture? I mean, I guess. I don't really know how that works, but that's what happened. I also butchered that person's last name. That's for sure. Now, last we have Wolverine number 4 by Marvel Comments? Wow. Last we have Wolverine number 4 by Marvel Comics, published December 10th, 1982, written by the great Chris Claremont, cover by the even greater Frank Miller. Actually, I don't know if even greater is the right term here, but we have classic brown suit Wolverine with a sighted crossbow, which is pretty neat. But that's it for comics. Next, we're moving down into TV shows and movies, starting off with the classic Die Hard, directed by John McTiernan, distributed by 20th Century Fox on July 15th, 1988. A Christmas movie came out in the middle of July and stole the hearts of hundreds of people everywhere. It's 132 minutes long, and it is a definite classic for sure. Next, we have one of those movies that people didn't shut up about when it came out, and kind of soured me to it because I didn't even see it until way later, but sure. This is The Hangover, directed by Todd Phillips, distributed by Warner Brothers on June 5th, 2009. It's 100 minutes long, and it's fine. You got Bradley Cooper, you got not Jason Sudeikis, Ed Helms, and Zach Galifianakis. Yeah, I think that's right. I don't fucking know. It's fine. It's all fine. And then lastly, we've got Breaking Bad Season 5. Pretty sure Season 5 was the last season. I think it was. 16 episodes long, released in 2012. And it was great. Fantastic. Loved that show. Now, moving down to video games, we've got 2 very popular ones and one I'd never heard of. So first, we have Animal Crossing New Horizons, published by Nintendo, released March 20th, 2020. I bought this for my wife right when the pandemic started, and she still plays it to this day. It was one of my best purchases ever. I'm not a big fan of Animal Crossing. It's not my style of game. I don't like games where you just do shit just to do shit, I guess. But it's fine. It's fine. This game, though, is one of the reasons I bought a PS4 at the very start of the pandemic. I bought a PS4 and I bought this game just so I could play it. Jedi Fallen Order, developed by Respawn, published by Electronic Arts, released on November 15th, 2019. And I've played it and beat it twice. Lots of fun. Great game. And then lastly, this is the game Dolphin, developed by Activision for the Atari 2600 in 1983. Never heard of it, never played it, so I can't really say anything about it. So that's the cards, and if you want the cards, I think it's $6 if you want the cards. But next we're going to move on to the pins. Now the pins are like sort of the main thing. If you want all 5 pins, it's $15. I think if you want the pins and the cards, it's $20. So you save a little bit. Plus, again, 10% if you use my name. But starting off with number 1, we have The Godfather. Now the pin is just the logo here, and I actually like that. I like it when pins are just logos like that. Not the face down there. I know I'm probably getting a little flack for this. I have seen the Godfather. Well, I've been in the room when The Godfather was on. I haven't tried to watch it since my 20s, and I'm almost 40 now. But I remember having a hard time keeping my interest in it. I just don't know if I wasn't in the right headspace when I tried or what, but I don't want to say I didn't like it, but I did find it boring. I found it boring. Anyways, moving on to number 2. This is Supergirl from the. This is definitely from the Justice League kind of animated Bruce Timm kind of style of artwork, and I like this. I like I like Superman the animated series. I like the Justice League series. I like Batman the animated series. So love all of that. Next, we have another in our Marvel series to kind of go along with the DC. This is Black Panther. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, a name that will forever be associated with Black Panther because for a lot of normal people that didn't really follow the comics, this is probably their first introduction to Black Panther. My first introduction to Black Panther was, I think it was either the Iron Man or it was one of those animated cartoon shows. I'd never really heard of Black Panther until then, but I think it might have been actually Fantastic Four. But it was one of those 90s animated cartoon shows that the Black Panther appeared in, and that's when I first heard of the Black Panther. Next, we have number 2 in the Thundercats. We have one of my first childhood crushes, Cheetara. Oh yeah, the sexy cat girl, one that made me wonder if maybe I was a furry, but no, I just think I was a horny little kid probably. But Cheetara is great. Thundercats are even greater. And then lastly, we have the next in our Simpsons series. That is Bart. Bart is fantastic. I mean, you couldn't really you couldn't go anywhere in the late 80s, mid 90s without seeing Bart Simpson's face on something. Ay caramba, eat my shorts, all of that stuff. Bart Simpson was everywhere. I can't stress that enough. More so than Homer, Marge, Lisa, Bart fucking Simpson's fucking turdy little face was all over the place. And you either liked it or you didn't. And I actually did. I don't know why I'm being a little ranty there. It's true. But it's fine. And then again, if you want, he sends me the magnets as well. You can get the magnets as well. It's a little bit more expensive to get magnets instead of pins. And it's like $35 if you want to get magnets, pins, and all of that stuff. Plus you get the nice metal backings, I think. But yeah, so let me know down in the downstairs area, what did you think of this? Before I go, I do like to put these in my favorite order. And I got a mustache hair that keeps going up my nose and it tickles it. I'm gonna do, this is tough. I'm gonna put Bart first as number 5. This is my number 5. Bart's first there. I'm gonna put Godfather number 4, mostly because I like the logo pin. That's what I'm saying. I think it's a cool logo, so I like that. My chair, by the way, is very slowly. It's slowly. I'm slowly losing. I'm sinking. Like I can feel it. It's subtle, but it's happening. It's happening right now. You can see my head. It's not as high up on the shelf as it used to be. There's a lot more headroom up here now. Godfather is number 4. I'm gonna put Supergirl is number 3. Black Panther is number 2. And then of course Chitara, my crush right here, is number 1. And that is my order in which I like these pins. So let me know what yours is down in the downstairs area. I love to read and respond to all the comments. If you want to help support the channel right here, these people here support me on Patreon. And I love to thank each and every one of them. It's very nice that they did this. If Patreon is not your thing, down in the downstairs area, there is a YouTube membership you can join. There's a join button to allow you to do that. Also, if that's not your thing, you can also just like, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. That helps out with the YouTube algorithm a whole lot. So thanks so much if you do any of that stuff, but just watching it, just getting this far, that's honestly enough. That still helps out as well. So thank you for doing that, and I'll see you later. Bye.